It is the Concacaf Nations League A Group B matchup between Honduras and Trinidad and Tobago. It is the opening match with these two teams in this 2024-2025 season. Pitch conditions 73 degrees Fahrenheit, absolutely beautiful for the players. And it's going to be a fantastic night in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. Taking a look at League A Group B matchup in the group standings, Nicaragua already 3 points as they defeated French Guyana by a goal to nil. Cuba and Jamaica tied 0-0 in their matchup. And only two teams that's left is Trinidad and Tobago taking on Honduras. Welcome to the broadcast, everyone. We're on Estadio Chelato Ucles in Honduras. Honduras have defeated Trinidad and Tobago in the last 4 occasions. These two teams have met on 20 separate times, with Honduras winning 11 of those, losing 3 times, and drawing 6. Well, these two teams have mirrored each other in the last season. They both reached the quarter-final stage and then bowed out. Honduras tied with Mexico 1-1, eventually losing on penalty kicks. And Trinidad and Tobago lost 4-2 to the semi-finalists, actually the finalists, USA, in Trinidad and Tobago, and a 2-game playoff. As we take a look at the teams approaching the stadium, we have the coach himself for Honduras, Reynaldo Rueda, the Colombian international, now taking on Honduras and the TNT bench. Well, the big story coming out of Trinidad and Tobago, Coach Derek King has been appointed the caretaker on August 6th. Angus Eve has been let go by the new administration after they decided to go in a different direction. Coach Derek King was the assistant coach for Angus Eve and also for the previous 4 coaches for TNT. He was there with Terry Fennick, Dennis Lawrence, and Stephen Hart. So too Angus Eve. Well, these two teams are coming in on different forms. Honduras lost their last match against Ecuador in a friendly before Ecuador took on their Copa America journey. Trinidad and Tobago won big in their World Cup qualifier against Bahamas by 7-1. But most certainly, this will be one of their biggest competitive matches in recent times as they take on an old foe in Honduras. Well, the two teams are coming out of the tunnels. We will have the national anthems, starting lineups. We'll meet our referees and have first half kickoff.
Of the blue Caribbean Sea, there's our native land.
Well, the anthems are completed, and Honduras are ready to take on Trinidad and Tobago in these two teams' opening match for the Concacaf Nations League 2024-2025 season. Happy to be with you on the broadcast, everyone. My name is Ryan Davis, and we are getting ready for the starting lineups for Honduras. Similar team, it's a 4-4-1, similar to what they played against Bermuda in June. Benivar in goal, Maldonado called back to the team, Vega, Arriaga, Parma, Rosales, the left-sided player, Lozano, the captain, Lopez, Nunez, Edwin Rodriguez, the attacking midfielder, and Davy Flores, the center midfielder at number 20. Head coach Reynaldo Rueda, the Colombian-born. He coached the Colombian U20 team and U17. As for the officials, it's an all-American team. Tori Penso in the middle, Catherine Nesbitt, Brooke Mayo, and Armando Villarreal to make up the 4 officials for tonight's match. Well, the 2 captains, Anthony Lozano and Aubrey David. Aubrey David will be getting possession first for Trinidad and Tobago. Here's the final picture. As for the visitors, Denzel Smith gets his first, actually his 3rd consecutive start. Aubrey David makes his 75th appearance for TNT. Andre Raymond, Ryan Telfer gets his 3rd start as well. Real Gil, Stephen Yates gets his 2nd appearance. Rian Moore, Dante Gilbert, Alvin Jones, the veteran, Justin Garcia, and Andre Rampasad. Head coach will be Derek King, as we mentioned, as he is now the caretaker for Trinidad and Tobago. The talk from the camp is that they are looking for another coach, and Derek King will be managing the team for the September games, so to the October matches. Well, TNT confident after their 7-1 win over Bahamas. And so too Honduras in their last World Cup qualifying game. Menihar, who was in goal that night, defeated Bermuda by 6-1. So with Jamaica and Cuba tying 0-0 in their match, Nicaragua is the only team that's pulled ahead after beating French Guyana by 1-0 early on today in Group B. So we're underway. Trinidad and Tobago in their traditional red, black, and red. Honduras in the all-white. And the captain, Lozano, is blown for a foul in the opening 20 seconds. TNT will get the first free kick for the evening. Well, he's seen it all, Rueda. He did it all for Colombia, both in the youth system and for the national team. Now is looking to guide Honduras to a Gold Cup berth. Free kick for TNT, lofted into the box, headed out. There is Derek King. He coached Halifax FC in Canada, along with former coach Stephen Hart. And he has 2 Halifax FC players on the pitch right now in Ryan Telfer and Andre Rampasad, rather. Switching sides, Honduras. It's going to be a throw-in for Edwin Rodriguez. Into the box, player goes down, and referee Penso paused for a free kick. Justin Garcia caught 1v1 with Mela Nunez. Nunez playing right back tonight, replacing the usual Andy Nahar. Lozano's asking for a yellow card. So free kick for Honduras. Alexandra Lopez has walked across the number 10. So already Honduras on the front foot. Clipped inside, it's a low one and straight into the arms of Denzel Smith. Denzel Smith started both against Grenada and Bahamas. He's currently playing for AC Port of Spain, who's in the Caribbean Cup. TNT lining up in a 3-4-2-1, which will quickly look more like a 5-3-2-1. Clipped inside, and there's Smith again. She's looking for some sort of deflection. Honduras. Flores out wide. Rosales. Coach Derek King talking before the match, saying they have to weather the first 20 minutes as they expect Honduras to get on the front foot. The TNT team said they are confident despite playing in hostile conditions. This one chipped inside from Arriaga. Outside of the foot, the flick on. Bit of a misunderstanding. And a lovely fake at the back. Garcia goes out wide to Raymond. And Aubrey David, the most capped player for TNT on the pitch. 75 appearances so far. Out by Alvin Jones. Honduras already getting the most of the possession so far in the opening 5 minutes. Vega out to Rosales. Luis Vega, 88 caps for his club team, Marathon. He started both World Cup qualifying matches for Honduras back in June. On this right-hand side, the early cross, too close to Smith. Distribution by the TNT goalkeeper, and it's all the way to the Honduran goalkeeper, Edric Menivad. Down the line, Honduras already exploring this right-hand side. And their attacking midfielder, Edwin Rodriguez, wins the first corner kick. Actually, it's going to be a throw-in. Looks like it hit the corner flag and came out for a throw. Flores. Rosales. Palma. One of the most exciting players in Concacaf. Plays for Celtic in Scotland. Chip over the top. Rosales now. Hounded by Alvin Jones. He wins it fair and square. Palma wins the throw-in for Honduras. Debbie Flores switching sides. Mayla Nunez. TNT sitting tight, not looking to give any space in the attacking field for Honduras. Vega. With a chip over the top, and it's Lozano, his shot. And it's going to be A foul again on Anthony Lozano. It's twice that Tori Penso has called the centre forward for Honduras for an infraction. Denzel Smith is asking the linesman. Here's the chip over the top. Not sure what the call was for. Lozano has the most goals for Honduras on this pitch. 51 appearances, 13 goals for the Honduras centre forward. Raymond. Well, Andre Raymond, the left back for TNT tonight, one of the bright stories in the TNT camp, was playing amateur football in Portugal and got summoned by St Johnstone in the Scottish Premier League. And since he's made his appearance for St Johnstone, he has opened eyes on a chip, a long shot. We'll go for a TNT goal kick. Going back to Raymond, he's been a bright spark for St Johnstone since he's coming at left back. And he gets his second appearance for TNT. He started against Grenada in the Hasty Crawford Stadium. Did not start against Bahamas in the second match. And Alvin Jones has now gone down and looks to be nursing an injury. And medical attention is on the field. Physiotherapist Joseph Rupal is Derek King. Alvin Jones, one of the more experienced players for Trinidad and Tobago. Over 50 appearances, 7 goals under his belt, and there's Mendigar. And because the player went down on the ground, referee Tori Penso will request Alvin Jones to go onto the sidelines and get back on the field at the halfway point. Luis Palma and Honduras give the ball back to TNT. Sign of good sportsmanship. Given away. Flores. Lopez hounding. And it's going to be another, actually the first corner kick given up. And Honduras will oblige. Justin Garcia giving up the corner kick. The captain Lozano. Joseph Rosales from Minnesota United in the MLS just signed a new contract. The left-sided player to take this corner. Top of the box, Palmas crosses it in, headed out. Last touch by Raymond, he goes to ground. Clutching his side is Raymond, and referee Penso has decided to stop play and get medical attention to the left back. There is Andre Raymond, the 23-year-old. Went up for the header, but seemed to have landed awkwardly. Menjivar marshalling his troops. This TNT team had to come back from 2 goals down against Grenada in the Hasty Crawford Stadium to conjure up a point in their first World Cup qualifying match. Then a 7-1 rout against Bahamas, in Bahamas. Here's Palma crossing it in. There was one header, Here comes his second from Raymond. Just looks like it was an elbow coming from Maldonado inadvertent, but no less painful. Now this Honduras team, over their last 5 matches, have scored 11 goals and just conceded 4. And they're looking for more goals tonight. The cross comes in, intercepted by Alvin Jones. Here's Maldonado. We are 12 minutes in. Honduras 0, Trinidad and Tobago 0. Jones concedes a free kick. Well, we talk excitement, we talk Palma. Playing for Celtic in Scotland, has already scored a goal against FC Barcelona in Europe. Honduras with Flores and Arriaga. Nunez, another cross from the right-hand side. And a goal kick for Smith. Well, Nunez is replacing one of the figureheads for Honduras in Andy Nahar, who's not playing tonight for 15 years with the national team. As that ball played over the top. Miscue on the cross. Arriaga's header. Out by Jones. Flores, who had an incredible match against Bahamas, in Bahamas. Was perfect that evening with tackles and passing. Telfa goes down, no call by the referee. Maldonado. Palma. Showing a crowd, finding space for Flores. Nunez overlapping. Well, Honduras had that 6-1 win over Bermuda, as we mentioned. 3-1 win over Cuba in the game before, securing 6 points in their 2 matches in June in the World Cup qualifiers. Arriaga finds Rodriguez. The shot! And it's actually Alexander Lopez. A little bit of breathing room on top of the box, just couldn't get over it. Headed out by Rosales. Sense of calm in the TNT backline, despite the conditions and despite the opponent. Going down is Andre Rampersad. Andre Rampersad made the Halifax Canadian Premier League Team of the Week with his teammate Ryan Telfer, the number 7 for TNT. Here's the other 7, Palma. Arriaga. This one won in midfield. TNT with no one to pass it. It was Dante Gilbert. Gil's shot. And it's the first effort for the visitors for the evening. Real Gil coming forward. His shot, just like Lopez, was well over the crossbar. Now Real Gil playing for Northern Colorado Hailstorm in USL League One. Has 2 goals and 2 assists so far this season for his club. Gets the nod this evening for TNT. Rosales making a run. Maldonado just sees him off. Flores can't control. Rampasad. Gil. Gilbert back to Gil. Rampasad is Raymond. Aubrey David, the Guyanese-born TNT defender, Alvin Jones. And Gil is everywhere so far in midfield. Slips it inside. Top of the box, Telford turning, the shot! And he's saved by Menivar. And that is the closest that either team has come so far in this first half. Excellent run, the turn by Rayon Moore to Telford. And Menivar coming off of his line to close the angle. And it actually came off the number 5, Arriaga. And TNT win a corner kick. But Ryan Telford just inches away for the visitors. Ryan Telford's corner kick to the near post against Menivar is there again. Cleared away by Flores. Out by Jones. Rosales. David. And Arriaga gets back possession. Long ball looking for Rodriguez on the far side. He gets it, and a chance for Honduras. Looking for the referee for a penalty. She stands firm. Edwin Rodriguez creeping in behind Rampasad. Actually, it was Raymond. He goes to ground, no penalty, and here's Gil. Chipping it forward for Telford. Getting the better of Maldonado. 1v1 now. Telford recycling. Jones. Alvin Jones again. With that cultured right foot, switching the play expertly to Raymond. Top of the box, Gilbert. Gilbert again, slipping it inside, and TNT holding some possession and forcing Honduras backwards. Telford. Andre Rampasad. The Swiss Army knife for TNT, can play just about anywhere. Raymond. The cross from the left side. And Rosales coming all the way back to pick up his defensive responsibilities. And the Minnesota United man clears. Only as far as David. Rampasad, heavy touch, inviting Flores, and Lozano has some space. Lozano 1v1 with David, the shot! Curls it just wide. Well, you cannot blink with the man who earns his trade in Mexico with Santos Laguna. Anthony Lozano. Here's Maldonado. Palma. The Honduras fans are on their feet. 21 minutes gone. This game still deadlocked at 0-0. Real Gil. Menivar. He clears. And it's going to be a free kick. Here's Raymond. It was Rodriguez pickpocketing him. Goes to ground way too easily. And a good no call by the referee. So the ball was adjudged to go over the touchline. corner kick for TNT, their second for the evening. Stefan Yates, the Canadian-born, now TNT international, with the corner kick. Punched out by Menivar. Yates again. And Rosales gets the last touch. And Stefan Yates, with TNT parents, playing for Pacific FC in the Canadian Premier League, made his debut against Bahamas in the last match for TNT. Impressed so much in that 7-1 win. Gets the responsibility in midfield again. Jones. Dante Gilbert going back to David. Smith with time. Honduras not showing their hand with any sort of press so far in the first half. Palma. Flores. Arriaga. All the way back to Menivar. Plays for Olympia. Getting his 20th cap in goal for Honduras. Palma. Flores forward to Lozano. Arriaga. Rodriguez. Nunez to his right. Rodriguez tries the shot. It's Andre Rampasad. Nunez through. Arriaga. Cross from the right-hand side. It was a fake. Nunez again. Maybe Flores. To Lopez. Nunez. Lozano is there, so to David Lozano. Put it back calmly by the experienced Alvin Jones. Jones into midfield. Lots of pressure coming from Vega. Gill turning. Gets past one. Starting to open up, threading the ball through now. And it's Rion Moore. He goes down. Referee says play on. Palma. Arriaga. Rodriguez. Arriaga again, the cross. Mishit. Out by Rampasad. Rosales thinking of a shot. Still Rosales. And the slight tackle by Jones. Throw in for Honduras. So far, it is dead even between these two teams, and Palma with a missed throw, but a legal one at that. Switching to Nunez. Lopez, shot again! Well, he's been measuring it. Alexander Lopez. He had a shot about 5 minutes ago that went well over the bar. This time they backed off again, and it was just a foot over the crossbar of Denzel Smith. Smith. Andre Raymond, who seemed to have recovered from that initial rib injury, where he fell awkwardly after going up for a header in the opening 10 minutes. Yates gives up the free kick, and Rosales, and it's going to be the first yellow card for the evening. Stefan Yates. In modern football, you are not going to get away with a shirt tug from behind. Well, Derek King talked about weathering the first 20 minutes for Trinidad and Tobago in this hostile environment. Tegucigalpa, Honduras. And TNT have done just that and done 8 minutes better. Nunez with space. Lozano is there, David's there as well. And Smith gathers. Denzel Smith had a poor run of form with his club team, AC Port of Spain, and lost his spot with his club side, but is still here yet again with the national team. Palma. Flores plays for Toronto FC. Palma outside of the foot, the cross. Raymond is there first. Turning his gill. Coming back is Telfer to Moore. Ryan Moore gets there first. Hounded by Vega. And the shirt tug. And a yellow, actually no yellow card, but a free kick for Honduras. Moore trying to get the better of Vega. Excellent 1v1 defending by the man from FC Motogawa. Arriaga, who has just transferred to Partizan Belgrade in Serbia, on the ball. Excellent prospect coming out from Honduras. And speaking of prospect, this man, Luis Palma, had 3 assists against Bermuda in the last World Cup qualifier for Honduras. Nunez, cleared away by Garcia. Lopez, Nunez, here's Rodriguez. Rosales, the dynamic left-sided player, partnering up with Palma. Switch, Gill is there. Brought down by Raymond. He's St. Johnston, left back. Can't keep control. Palma coming all the way across on the left side to regain possession, and he gives it away. Jones. And a little too much mustard and the ball over the top. Rodriguez. 33 appearances for Rodriguez for the Honduran national team. He has 3 goals. And he's stepping across to take another corner kick for Honduras. Anthony Lozano just having a word with his fellow forward. And there's Arriaga. Honduras to chant. And they can use the encouragement. Los Catrachos. So the left back Rosales is going to provide an in-swinging corner. And Arriaga is now clutching his eye. To the near post, headed out by Rion Moore. "32 minutes gone. Honduras 0, Trinidad and Tobago 0. Opening match for these two teams in Group B, League A. The heavyweights, Jamaica, the Reggae Boys, tied 0-0 with Cuba just before this match. And before that, Nicaragua 1-0 winners over French Guyana to get all 3 points. Both of these two teams a year ago finishing second in their groups to come out to the second round. And they both lost in their quarter-final matchups against the two finalists, Mexico and USA. Reynaldo Rueda, who wanted to be on the front foot and was hoping to be at least a goal up in the opening 30 minutes against TNT, has seen a match that's been very even. And you can argue that Trinidad and Tobago has had the best effort so far on goal through their forward Ryan Telfer. Vega. Looking for Rosales. Another heavy tackle coming in from Alvin Jones. Vega. Going for Motagua, who's currently in the Central American Cup in the second round. Lopez. Maldonado. Rodriguez trying to get the better of Gill, wins the throw-in. Arriaga. Debbie Flores. Rosales. Palma all alone on this left-hand side. Gets past Yates, slips it inside. Getting there is Lopez, the chip to the last post. And the shot by Rodriguez, saved by Smith. Just like that, Luis Palma unlocks the safe. And Denzel Smith, who's been in fine form for the national team, with an excellent save with his foot. Best chance for Honduras. Rodriguez to the penalty spot, and the header coming from Arriaga. Palma recycles. Lopez again, chipped over David's head. Rodriguez shot. Jones with time, picks out Yates, and his control lets him down. Quickly taken. Get it back to the feet of Palma. Flores. Debbie Flores, the number 20 for Honduras, is the teammate in Toronto FC with the Trinidad and Tobago player, Tyrese Spicer. Adiaga. Palmer. 1v1 with Jones. And Jones has had the better of that battle so far in this first half. Free kick for TNT. Alvin Jones, the Police FC 30-year-old right back. And this was the chance for Honduras. Ball from Palmer to Lopez. Chip to Rodriguez. Excellent volley. The technique was perfect. But Smith's positioning was a 10 out of 10. Look at the foot save. Rosales. Lopez again. Rodriguez. Twisting, turning, still Rodriguez onto that left foot. And the block, the centre. Oh, and it's in! Honduras have opened their account. It's Anthony Lopez. The man who played for the MLS Houston Dynamo for 3 seasons. He's been lining him up for the entire first half, and his third strike has conjured up goal for Honduras. Los Catrachos draw first blood. Rodriguez, his shot ricocheted. The defender went down, and Lopez, his shot got a deflection. And it looped over Smith with no chance. It came off of Rampasad, but there was thunder behind the strike. And Alexander Lopez opens the account for Honduras for the Concacaf Nations League 2024-2025 season. Honduras 1, TNT 0. And a man who's been out of the action, Menivar, the goalkeeper for Honduras, goes down. And it was Justin Garcia who went down from the initial shot from Rodriguez that popped back out to Lopez. And Lopez put a lot of mustard behind the follow-up. Came off of Rampasad and it looped past Smith. Nothing he could do with the shots, Smith. And Honduras get their goal. Well, Derek King, who has had his team well prepared, positionally, mentally, have done everything right in the opening 40 minutes. Just a little bit of creativity by Rodriguez. Excellent strike by Lopez. And a little bit of luck for Honduras. Gets the home team a 1-0 lead and puts the visitors in an awkward position. So TNT get back underway, and Garcia gets back on the pitch. Real Gil. It was Lopez, his 7th goal for his national team. And Lozano gets back possession. Rodriguez. Arriaga, Lopez, Rampasad. Finding Gill under pressure. Raymond. Out wide to Dante Gilbert, the 19-year-old Gilbert. came off the bench against Bermuda for his debut and now gets his first start for his national team. And his pass is well over Gill's head. Turning is Arriaga. And Honduras the chant now echoing through Estadio, Chelato, Ucles. As their team has battled with the Soca Warriors in the opening 40 minutes and got a lead from the foot of Alexandra, actually Edwin Rodriguez. Lopez. Little 1-2 and the Ole is coming now. Honduras now playing with a bit of spunk. Ryan Telfer cannot keep it in play. The Soca Warriors have qualified for just one World Cup. The 2006 one in Germany. Honduras, on the other hand, qualified for 3 World Cups. 1982 in Spain, 2010 in South Africa, and 2014 in Brazil. Garcia to Rampasad, finding Gilbert. Oh, and a miscue by Menivat. He was getting medical attention up to 3 or 4 minutes ago. And the Olympian goalkeeper had some slippery fingers. Moore. Lopez, the goal scorer. Arriaga trying to throw it to Rodriguez, and it's Raymond to the rescue. Well, everyone loves Raymond, and he's putting on a heck of a show on that left-hand side. Real Gil. Yates couldn't get it back. Given away, Ryan Telfer goes down. Referee Penso says play on. Lopez. 45 minutes are up, and 4 minutes of injury time to be played. Vega. Rosales. Palma. Excellent low trajectory cross. But it was met by Garcia. Rampasad. He wins a free kick. Palma is not happy with the referee's call. You can understand the disbelief of Palma. He got all ball. Alvin Jones. Jones again going down. Got medical attention in the opening 5 minutes with his knee. Now he's grabbing his midsection. Nunez to Lopez, flicked on to Rodriguez, and Jones is still down. Rodriguez. Early cross to Lozano. Palma will have some time on this left-hand side. Real Gil. Playing it back, Rosales. Top of the box. Lopez, the shot by Arriaga! Honduras get a second. Javier Arriaga, the man who plays in Serbia. gets his second goal in consecutive matches. He smashes home Honduras' second. There was a player down, Alvin Jones, when the sequence continued. But Palma to Rosales, Lopez and Arriaga partner up for an emphatic Honduras second goal. Excellent strike by the midfielder. No chance for Smith. And the home team now take a commanding 2-0 lead just before the end of the first half. Kervin Arriaga gets his name in lights. And Alvin Jones is still down. An inadvertent elbow by Antonio Lozano resulted in the right back going down. But the sequence continued. And Arriaga made no mistake with Lopez's pass. Jones still getting treatment. And Lozano coming across to plead his case. It was Lopez's first touch, and look at the drive, the volley by Arriaga. And he does his dance, and so he should. Incredible strike for Honduras to get their second goal. Jones is asking for the whistle to be blown. Referee Penso played on. So too did Honduras. An incredible combination from the left to the middle and to the foot of Arriaga. Well, the 4 minutes of injury time is up, but we're not sure how much referee Penso will add on because of Alvin Jones getting medical attention, and TNT touch off from the center circle. Down 2-0. They started off with excellent defensive shape and awareness, held off Honduras and actually conjured up a chance of their own. But the home team have come good in the last 10 minutes. Jones back up from his injury. Slight tackle by Flores. Rion Moore battling. Rodriguez, Maldonado and Nunez. And the crowd is starting to love it. And here comes the Ucles. Nunez. Palma. Flores switching, looking for Rodriguez. Edwin Rodriguez. Yates. Nunez wins back possession. We are 6 minutes now into injury time in the first half. Vega and Rosales, and Honduras in no rush. Happy to take their 2-0 lead into the locker room, and Nunez can't control. Yates with the throw-in. And that is the whistle for the end of the first 45 minutes. Honduras bounce back from a mediocre first 20 minutes to dominate the last 15 minutes and take a 2-0 lead at home against Trinidad and Tobago. Goals by Lopez and Arriaga give the home team a deserved 2-0 lead. The Soca Warriors started off valiantly. Excellent position play. They held off the home team and conjured up a chance of their own through Ryan Telfer. But this man Lopez scored the first and set up the second. And Arriaga's finish, an emphatic finish, gives Honduras a well-deserved 2-0 lead going into the locker room. Well, when we return, we'll have first half highlights and statistics. Welcome back to Tegucigalpa, Honduras. We are in Estadio Chelato, Ucles, as the home team take a commanding 2-0 lead. Did most of their damage in the last 10 minutes of the first half. Soca Warriors were well organized in the first 30 minutes, with 2 strikes, one by Lopez and the second by Arriaga, have put Honduras in a commanding position. And just to confirm, as the players come out of the dressing room, Anthony Lozano, who had the elbow into Alvin Jones that led up to the goal, the second goal, has been yellow carded at halftime. So the captain for Honduras, cautioned by the referee. Here's Tori Penso, the referee for tonight. And there's Lozano, the number 9. Welcome back to the broadcast, everyone. Ryan Davis, happy to be with you. And Alvin Jones and the strike squad trying to get things together to try and get back in this second half. There's Eldrick Medivar, who had to get some medical attention during the first half. The Honduran goalkeeper also had a big save against Ryan Telfer in the first 15 minutes of the match. So Honduras get us underway in the second half. Medivar. Trinidad and Tobago had to come from 2 goals behind at home against Grenada in their opening match in the World Cup qualifiers. Goals by Telfer and Rion Moore tied the game up at 2-2. Ball played through the midfield, and looks like he's onside. And a late whistle means that Rodriguez's goal will not count. Offside the call. Just timing his run. It was Rosales' fantastic pass from the left, and it beat Garcia's outstretched leg. So the goal does not stand. And the ticker below, just to confirm the starting lineups for the second half. No changes from either team. Raymond, man from St. Johnstone in the Scottish Premier League. Stefan Yates coming all the way across on the right-hand side and now play on the left. The Pacific FC Canadian player. Maldonado, who has now gone to Universitatea Craiova in Romania. He did not feature in the last 3 matches for Honduras, the centre-back. Yates going back to Garcia, wins the battle. Yates switching side to Alvin Jones. Real Gil, who had an impressive first half, the number 11. Goes down and wins a free kick for TNT. Well, Real Gil, coming from one of the poorer neighborhoods of Port of Spain, made it very clear that football, and there was the offside call. You could see the right shoulder ahead of Raymond. Excellent finish by Rodriguez. Going back to Real Gil, talking about the sport taking him out of the slums and now playing professional football in the USL League One. Alvin Jones with that cultured right foot. Excellent set piece, but the deflection is a throw-in for TNT. Telfa. More recycling. Raymond. Touched by Yates. Gets it back. Stefan Yates. Inside, and Moore's touch could not find Gilbert. But Rampasad gathers. Outside to Gill, 1v1. Excellent tackle by the Minnesota United left back, Rosales. So corner kick for Trinidad and Tobago, the first for the second half. They had 3 corner kicks in the first half. Yates to the near post. Out by Lopez. Flicked on by Palma. Lopez asking for Menivar and gets it. Arriaga, the goal scorer, out to Palma, the Celtic man from Scotland. Rosales going all the way back to his goalkeeper. Honduras understand that they are in no rush, doing their damage in the first half and in the last 15 minutes of the first half. Maldonado trying to find Nunez. There's Raymond keeping possession. Garcia, Rampasad turning, in trouble. Referee says play on. Lopez lets it fly and Rampasad recovers. Nunez. And Honduras not only qualifying for 3 World Cups, but finished 3rd in the 2001 Copa America, where they were invited to that tournament. They won the Concacaf Championship back in 1981 and has won the Central American Cup on 4 separate occasions. Also in the final edition in 2017. Here they come. Cleared away by Jones. Maldonado, his centre-back partner, Vega. Switching, Raymond, excellent positioning. Lopez. Nunez. And Derek King from Trinidad and Tobago made it very clear that they needed to play 4 matches to get to the second round. Sliding tackle by Gill. He's everywhere tonight. Deflection. Arriaga. Flores, the Toronto FC man. Back outside to Palma. Cross to the last post. Too far for Rodriguez. We're going back to Derek King, the standing coach for TNT. He said out of the 4 matches, the first match will always be the hardest. Of course, being away to Honduras was a clear indication as well. Trinidad and Tobago will play their second match in this window against French Guyana. That will come up on September 10th on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And the Nations League will continue as TNT play Cuba on October 10th. Flores out wide, but to no one. And TNT will get the throw in. Honduras, on the other hand, after tonight's match, will play Jamaica, the Reggae Boys. Last time those two teams played, Jamaica won by a 0-0. They will lock horns on Tuesday, September 10th. Now here's Palma with space on the left-hand side. The cross coming inside, and Rodriguez makes it 3. Palma, the magician, sets up Rodriguez, and the home team are now strolling to the finish line. Honduras 3, Trinidad and Tobago 0. Alvin Jones left wanting as Palma got on the wrong side of the right back. Open space, and look at the pass in the corridor of uncertainty. And Edwin Rodriguez coming in at the right, on the far post, tucking it home to give Honduras their 3rd. It is Palmas' 4th assist in the last 3 games for his national team. And Rodriguez, he continues to leave his mark. He gets his 4th goal for his national team. And Luis Palma, the star of the show, continues to shine for Honduras. Gilbert, the 19-year-old from PSV youth team, has not got many minutes so far this season with PSVB. Made his debut against Bermuda in the last match for TNT. And gets the nod this evening. Here they come again, Honduras. Rodriguez. Arriaga, Rodriguez trying to find Lopez. And what was a courageous start for the Soca Warriors is now just slipping away from their hands as Honduras are controlling the game and getting goals to capitalize on their possession. Arriaga switching. Vega. Palma looking inside for Arriaga. Flores retreating. Looking inside. Nunez. And now it looks like a practice match as Honduras just maintaining possession, and the Soca Warriors can't seem to close down and get back possession. And the back heel by Palma, winning another corner kick for Honduras. Rosales. Crosses. Headed out by Telfort. Gil. Is Palmas. Going all the way back to Menivar. Trying to draw out the Soca Warriors. Menivar switching, looking for Rosales. So TNT making 2 substitutions. make that 3. Raymond comes out. The left back, Tristan Hodge, the man from Hartford Athletic, comes in. Ryan Moore comes out. Stepping in is Nathaniel James, the youngster who plays in Mount Pleasant in Jamaica, 21 years of age. And also number 19, Noah Powder, the defensive midfielder. So Hodge, James and Powder steps in. Raymond, Moore, and we'll get clarification for the 3rd player to leave the field for TNT. Through the lines, Flores out wide to Palma. Cutting inside, looking for options, still Palma dancing. Palma goes down. Referee says play on. The turn by Gilberts, and he wins the free kick. And referee Penso is not going to let this one just slide by. Dante Gilbert, the 19-year-old PSV youth player, going down in a heap. And there was Palma in the box. It was David with the infraction, but no call by the referee. There's Tristan Hodge. Tristan Hodge won the penalty for TNT in their last match against Bahamas rather, for their 2nd goal in that 7-1 rout. Very much more an attacking left back than Raymond. There is Hodge. He has 2 assists already this season under his belt. And a long throw. Cross comes in and Smith is there. Well, if you're just joining us from Trinidad and Tobago, a valiant start by Derek King's men. There is Derek King and there's Tristan Hodge. Early cross to Ryan Telfer. Telfer squaring it back and a throw in for TNT. A valiant start for the visitors. They held off Honduras for the first 30 minutes. But then the floodgates opened up and the home team took full advantage. Goes from Lewis. Actually, Lopez, Arriaga, and Rodriguez. Palma. And David. And Jones and Palma are going at it. Jones was not happy as Palma, who saw space behind Jones, just pushed the ball around him and kicked out at Jones. And Alvin Jones having a lot of words with referee Penso. Palma gets the yellow card, Jones there gets the yellow card. And here's the play, here's Jones stopping him, and there's the kick out by Palma. You can understand the frustration by the right back. Arriaga trying to be the peacemaker. So a yellow card for Jones and a yellow card for Palma. The two other yellow cards in the match was Stefan Yates for TNT, who's on the ball now, and Antonio Lozano, the centre forward for Honduras. There's Tristan Hodge, Andre Rampasad. That was James, the substitute, dispossessed. Lopez. Rodriguez. This one going all the way back from Flores. Well, these two teams had this exact same outcome. There's Palma with trickery on Jones, but of course the wildly old veteran at right back reads the play and recovers. These two teams both coming second in their groups in the Nations League in the 2023-24 season, with Panama winning the TNT group and Jamaica winning the Honduras group. But they both qualified for the quarterfinals nevertheless. Honduras lost on penalties to the eventual winners, Mexico. And a shot from James, while TNT lost 4-2 to the eventual finalist, USA, in the quarterfinals. Well, League A is divided into 12 teams, 2 groups of 6. And Palma goes down in the midfield. Referee says play on. Nunez. Here's Lewis, and the player's still down. So Lopez kicks it out, and it's Palma again. Looking for the referee for some sort of repercussion. And another substitution for TNT, their 4th one. Stefan Yates, the Canadian-born, now TNT international, comes off. And Kaylee Overy comes in. A long story for Kaylee Overy. The youngster who was born in France, lives in the USA, and is eligible to play for Guadeloupe and St. Martin, has decided to play for Trinidad and Tobago. And we'll get more on that story as Honduras make 2 substitutions. The captain, Lozano, comes out. In comes another decorated forward in Rubio Castillo. Lopez, who has an assist and a goal tonight, steps out. And in his place will be Douglas Martinez. Palma, who got his 4th assist in 3 games tonight, setting up the 3rd, was getting a little chippy with Alvin Jones on that left-hand side, got the yellow card, and the coach for Honduras, Rueda, deciding to bring off his star man, and Douglas Martinez steps in. Honduras, of course, taking on Jamaica on Tuesday, so I'm sure Palma will return to the pitch that evening. Here's Martinez going out wide. And here's the newcomer, Overy. Going back on Kali Overy, who just came in, the number 20. And here's Garcia. Arriaga, who scored the goal of the night in the for the second for Honduras, gets it back, wins his trade in Romania. Turning, trying to slip it through, intercepted by David. Aubrey David, who plays for the Guatemalan side. Cleared away. Nunez gives away possession. TNT now. Real Gil just bumped off the ball by Rosales. Flores. Here comes Honduras again, looking for a fourth. Inside, looking for options. And the cross comes in and into the arms of Smith. Tristan Hodge. Here's Overy. And just to finish his story in Overy, coached by his father, he debuted for the St. Martin national team, Overy, in a friendly to a 2-0 loss to Trinidad and Tobago last year in January. The match exposed him to TNT football, and he opted to pursue to play for the TNT national team. He then debuted for TNT in a 1-0 win over Jamaica in March of 2023. Here he is on the ball. Born in France, resides in the USA, played for St. Martin, now for TNT. And that is a long resume for such a young player. Played for France U17 team. Also United States U17 team. And this seems to be his final destination when it comes to his national availability. Honduras just trying to take the arrow to the ball. Headed down. Rosales. Stopped by Garcia with a free kick for Honduras. Here's Rosales. Looks like it maybe have hit the hand of Garcia, but then the hands of Garcia came around Rosales for the free kick. So the ageless wonder, Kevon Woodley, 37 years young, is coming onto the pitch for Ryan Telfer. Kevon Woodley scored just last week for Police in the Caribbean Cup against FC Cavalier in a 4-1 loss. And he does have a nose for goal. Scored for TNT twice, but in friendlies against Guyana earlier this year. Has never scored in a recognized Concacaf competition. And he's going to get some valuable minutes up front. Adiaga goes out wide, and here's Rosales. And the Honduras crowd is starting to wake up again. Rodriguez slips it through beautifully. And Alvin Jones recovers magnificently. Garcia. David. Aubrey David, after playing for a considerable amount of time in Alajuelense in Costa Rica, has made the move to Municipal in Guatemala. So he's very familiar with the conditions in Central America. Flores. Slide tackle coming from Garcia, and the big centre-back is going to be spared the yellow card. And I have to say, he is very fortunate to stay out of the referee's book, completely taking out Rodriguez from behind. Vega trying to find Douglas Martinez. Garcia back to Smith, and here comes that press by Honduras. Despite being up 3-0, sticking to their game plan. Woodley coming all the way back from the center forward position, turning inside, finding James, who plays for Mount Pleasant in Jamaica. Menivar out to Rosales. Well, Derek King has a lot to think about. Knew that tonight's match would be one of the hardest, and it turned out to be just that. And that's Garcia again, and this time he is definitely going to go into the referee's book. Escaped the last challenge, but this time he can't escape the yellow card. It is Ruiz, the Inter Miami player, the 20-year-old, who lines up alongside Lionel Messi in the MLS. So yellow card to Garcia. It is the third one for TNT tonight, to go along with Stefan Yates, Alvin Jones, and now Garcia. So free kick to Honduras. Arriaga playing it short, gets it back. Still Arriaga. Rodriguez. Well, he got the third goal, Rodriguez, and he's inclined to have a shot, but it was completely off balance. Tristan Hodge wins the free kick. There's that challenge by Rodriguez. Rodriguez asking for the hand to face. And usually those are called in modern football, whether it was inadvertent or not. Anything in the head area, referee is inclined to call. James recycling, David, Jones. Aubrey David. And TNT with their next match against French Guiana on Tuesday. French Guiana losing 1-0 to Nicaragua this afternoon. It will be a game that will have a yellow marker on it in the locker room for all 3 points. And this is the youngster, Aubrey. Slipped inside to James. Noah Powder shot straight into the arms of Menivar. Well, Powder, the substitute, who is now playing in USL League One, Northern Colorado, with his teammate Real Gil. Powder started the last 2 matches in the World Cup qualifiers in June against Grenada and Bahamas, coming off the bench tonight. Sliding tackle by Hodge. Aubrey skips past 2. Aubrey 1v1 with Nunez, looking inside, faking, still Aubrey, and a player goes down. Nunez gets injured. Aubrey twisting, turning, and Flores recovers and starts a counter-attack for Honduras, and Andre Rampersad is going to have to give up a professional foul because the player was injured. Hodge goes down, Nunez is down, But Flores did not stop play, even though his player Nunez was down. Rampersad does the professional foul because Nunez went down there. And the twisting and turning of Overy seems to have put the right back in a compromising position. And immediately, Coach Rueda looks to his bench. Well, magic spray in abundance on Nunez's knee. And the stretcher is being summoned. Well, the man who led Colombia's U17 team to a third-place finish in the 2003 FIFA World Youth Cup now has the responsibility to guide Honduras to the promised land. So Rodriguez, who scored the third goal, will depart. And coming in will be number 6, Juan Carlos Obregon from Charlotte Independence in USL League One, steps in. And this was Rodriguez's goal. The pass from Palma and the finish at the back post gave Honduras that 3-goal cushion. Another substitution, a fourth one, and there is Obregon. Mela Nunez, the right back, comes off because of injury, and Raul Santos steps in. There is Nunez recovering. Santos, the substitute. Tristan Hodge. Actually, it was Noah Powder winning the throw-in for TNT. So we're into the last 10 minutes. Trinidad and Tobago coming into this match looking for some sort of result, a draw, anything would do. Looked organized and now given away. Played inside, Castillo, his shot squandered, and Smith gathers. But Honduras grew in confidence as the match wore on. And the floodgates opened up in the last 15 minutes of the second half and the first 10 of the third. Little 1-2, Obregon. And that is Garcia winning the throw-in. Rampersad. Overy wins the free kick. David under pressure, Smith clears. Gill. Rosales. Inside, Obregon. Arriaga. Ruiz. Tristan Hodge. Honduras, like we mentioned, will play against Jamaica on Tuesday, which will be a meaningful match in Group 2. Ball played through, and Shepherd into the arms of Menivar. And Menivar, who had to get medical attention in the first half, is now showing signs of being stepped on by James. Here's James, and it was Santos, and it was actually Santos and James both getting a piece of Menivar. And now the goalkeeper will have to get medical attention again. There was that strike for the second goal by Lopez, and then Lopez setting up Arrigar for the second goal, and then Palma setting up Rodriguez for the third. Sharing is caring, and Honduras have done just that tonight. Rosales up the line, only as far as to Jones. Jones looking inside to Rampasad. Gill can't return the pass. Arriaga. Ruiz. Castillo back to Ruiz. Still Ruiz. Ruiz! Poetry in motion. David Ruiz Ochoa has just scored the goal of the evening. And Derek Cole has more questions than answers. Honduras 4, Trinidad and Tobago 0. And the American-born Ruiz, with Honduran parents, just scored his second goal in 2 matches. The little 1-2 with Castillo, but he had so much to do. Brushed off Tristan Hodge and used his left foot to curl it around Smith. Look at the bend. As calm as you like. As delicate as you like. Rueda and the coaching staff applaud. And this young man, just 20 years of age, is putting his stamp on Concacaf. Cries of Honduras and Las Kratos are strolling. James. Referee says goal kick. Well, Derek Cole won the TNT's Pro League back in 2009. So too the FA Trophy with Joe Public. That team is no longer. Was taken to Halifax FC in the Canadian Premier League with Stephen Hart. Since then, he's been the assistant coach for every Trinidad manager for the last 4 occasions. Terry Fennick, Dennis Lawrence, Angus Eve, Stephen Hart. And now he has got the opportunity to take control. He always knew it was going to be an uphill battle. But Honduras, to their credit, it was an even contest after 30 minutes. But the home team took their chances and created some of their own, given away. Rampasad, the dink to Woodley, and the chip. Well, he has a nose for goal, Kevon Woodley, and just couldn't find the top corner there. There's Rampasad to Woodley, and he just tries to dink it to that far post. Ruiz out wide, and it's Martinez rather, from Indy 11 in USL League Championship 1. And there Martinez, the ball went right underneath his foot. Apologies came from the number 17. And we're into the final 60 seconds of regular time. Martinez slips it through. Castillo can't get on the end of it. Hodge looking for Auvry, and the slight tackle by Maldonado. Arriaga. Well, these two teams will be playing again on September 10th, Tuesday, September 10th. Trinidad and Tobago will take on French Guyana, and Honduras will take on Jamaica. TNT will be back in the Hazley Crawford Stadium, while Honduras will be traveling to Jamaica for their match on September 10th. 5 minutes of injury time to be added. And by the look of things, Honduras will be looking for goal number 5. Martinez. Honduras just keeping possession. And here comes those Ucles, Rosales. Inside, Obregon. Good save by Smith. Well, he has 11 goals to lead USL League Championship 1. Obregon. And Smith with his best save of the evening. Hodge. Santos gets it back to Obregon. Ruiz dancing. Rosales, and he shots just wide. Rampersad dispossessed, and the left back from Minnesota United letting it fly. And a quick correction. I beg your pardon. The next match in September 10th for Trinidad and Tobago against French Guyana will be held in Tobago, not in the Hazley Crawford Stadium, as Real Gil wins the free kick. David going back to Smith. David wins the free kick. And we are 2.5 minutes into the 5 minutes of injury time. Here's Aubrey David in his 75th appearance for TNT tonight. Hodge. Inside to Woodley. Kevon Woodley. Gill. Can TNT get something to take to Tobago in 3 days' time? The cross. Rampersad. Gill can't control. Obregon Jr. Arriaga. Offside on Castillo. And Rubio Castillo, a veteran for this team, 34 appearances, 6 goals for Honduras. Intercepted by Flores. Gets past David. Obregon Jr. can't control. Ruiz. Arriaga. Long legs of Garcia. Intercepting. Santos. The crowd wants the ole, and Honduras will oblige. So after a 2-0 loss to Ecuador in a friendly before the Copa America, Honduras are back in their winning ways. Slipped through by Rosales. Castillo is in there, intercepted by Alvin Jones. TNT will suffer their first loss since losing to Canada all the way back in March of 2024 in the playoff for the Copa America. Overy, the shots, and the youngster showing why he has been recruited for the national team. And the final whistle has been blown in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. The home team with a 4-0 win over Trinidad and Tobago. What started off as an even contest quickly became lopsided. Lopez, Arriaga, Rodriguez and Ruiz, the goal scorers for Honduras. They will move on to Jamaica to take on the heavyweights in Kingston, where they lost their last match against Jamaica 1-0. They will look for revenge in the Caribbean island, while TNT will go up against French Guyana in the Dwight York Stadium in Tobago on September 10th. So Honduras take home the spoils in the opening match between these two teams in the Concacaf Nations League 2024-2025 season. Honduras 4, TNT 0. We'll be back with interviews, highlights and statistics.
Alex López, Honduras 4, Trinidad 0, gol y asistencia esta noche. ¿Qué dice usted?
No, la verdad que agradecidos con Dios. Primeramente, agradecer esta afición que vino a apoyarnos, como siempre lo hemos dicho, y como lo dice el profe, aquí es donde nosotros tenemos que hablar en la cancha. Hoy se dio la oportunidad de sacar los 3 puntos. Sabemos que tenemos que hacernos fuerte aquí y creo de que era importante comenzar con pie derecho.
Es el reencuentro de la selección y comenzar con pie derecho.
Sí, hoy era ganar, jugar bien y al final sacar esos 3 puntos. Creo de que ahora tenemos que pensar en el siguiente rival. Sabemos de que Jamaica es un equipo más fuerte, entonces creo de que vamos a tener que recuperarnos de la mejor manera para afrontar ese partido el martes.
Muchas gracias, Alex. Felicidades. Capitán, un mal inicio jugando de visita, un 4-0 difícil para el próximo partido.
Sí, claro. Primero fue un resultado muy duro para nosotros. Nosotros sabemos que va a ser un partido complicado contra un buen rival y de visita, pero ahora tenemos que levantar cabeza porque viene un partido nuevo en unos días, entonces tenemos que ver a los positivos que hicimos y tenemos que seguir creciendo.
¿Qué deberá hacer Trinidad para levantar en esta competencia en la National League?
Ahora primero de recuperación, porque ahora tenemos un viaje y ahora tenemos que ir a Trinidad a jugar contra Guyana de Francés. Y recuperación primero y después, como le dije, vamos a ver los videos y ver las cosas que hicimos bien y las cosas que no hicimos tan bien y aprender.
Muchas gracias, capitán.
So the opening night between Honduras and Trinidad and Tobago, getting their 24-25 season in the Nations League started. And it was Rayon Moore to Ryan Telfan, the visitors, just inches wide of taking a lead in the first half in Honduras. Then Lozano, the captain, cutting inside and trying to curl it into that far post. And that's how close the home team came from opening the account. Then Lopez lining it up just a yard above the crossbar. Then Palma, the skillful, opening up Lopez. He looks inside, the cross to the last post, Rodriguez volley, and the save by Smith. Honduras were knocking on the door, and it would soon be answered. Rodriguez, his shot comes off of Garcia, lands to Lopez. The deflection off of Rampasad, and the opening goal goes in. Rodriguez again, Garcia goes down, comes off of Rampasad, and Lopez opens his account for the 2024-2025 season in the Nations League. Honduras take their first goal, and it comes from their number 10. Then, top of the box, Lopez, the assist to Arriaga, who takes this volley ever so sweetly to give the home team a 2-0 lead. Arriaga with the dance. And the beginning of the second half, and Honduras continued the way they ended the first. Palma getting on the other side of Jones, slips it through, and Rodriguez gets the third. Alvin Jones out of position. Palma making use of the space, and Rodriguez capitalizing. It was Arriaga's through ball, and Palma making the most of it. Pinpoint cross. Honduras take a 3-0 lead and was strolling through the park at this point. Then Castillo to Ruiz, the substitute, the Inter Miami player, 20 years of age, just scores an absolute gem for the fourth goal for Honduras. He had so much to do, got the return pass from Castillo. Hodge catches up, he brushes past Hodge, and with the left foot just bends it around Smith. And Ruiz gets his second goal in consecutive matches for Honduras. In now 6 appearances, he has 2 goals. And Rueda and company are all smiles. So the full-time statistics look like this. Honduras 4 goals to 0, and the stats prove it. 16 shots to 3. Possession pretty even, 53 to 47. Corners were even as well. But Honduras have done so much with their possession. 7 shots on target to just 1 for TT for Trinidad and Tobago. Means they take home all the spoils in their opening night in the Concacaf Nations League 2024-2025. These 2 teams play again on September 10th. That's on Tuesday. Until then, for everyone from the broadcast crew, my name is Ryan Davis. Thank you for joining us. We're signing off. Good night.